Is it hate watch a clock?
Like, oh yeah, like that guy Ethan Klein. Like he shared a screenshot of a screenshot of a screenshot of something I said, which I love when that happens. And like, but like, he's like somebody who it's like, okay, clearly he has like an audience of like people on the internet or whatever, but he's also like a very big pro-Israel moron. And like clearly, like there is like some like novel development.
When I hear people like this speak, I just think that like you would have more money than Trump if you would have invested every dollar that you wasted smoking marijuana through high school and college. If you would have just invested that instead. You hear it? That weed voice.
Which I love when that happens. And like, but like, he's like somebody who it's like, okay, clearly he has like an audience of like people on the internet or whatever, but he's also like a very big pro-Israel moron. And like clearly, like there is like some like novel development in like how certain people are like effective pro-Israel advocates now, representing that viewpoint from like a younger generation, but like who are like achieving something even if they don't have the finesse of like earlier folks or whatever.
I don't think Ethan Klein's audience is as even remotely seemingly pro-Israel as he is. That's my assessment, which is why he's constantly duking it out with his own audience or with regular frequency on this issue. But
I like how Hasan says that, like ignoring, like it's just like kind of a cutesy little ignoring thing. The fact that he poisoned the fire of so much of his audience and basically greenlit so many of the unhinged attacks against Ethan. He's actually such an evil subhuman. My God. And then meanwhile, like cries like a little baby bitch to XQC whenever his like chat room says anything remotely mean towards him. I don't know if he does anymore. I think that bridge might be completely burned.
And it's if you were ever wondering, like, in an alternative universe, what would happen if like America didn't fight the Nazis but instead like joined the side of the Nazis? Well, now you know, okay? And it's additional.
What? That is Nazi Germany now? Even if we go by the propaganda map, these are the worst ever. They've taken over this area. That's it. And how many years has this country existed? Like 80 years, bro. How far did Germany get in like 4 or 5 years during wartime? Look at this. They were everywhere. Okay. Wait, not this. Hold on. Where's the big one? I'm assuming it's this. Did they really capture parts of Norway? Is this true? I have no idea. Look at that. That's it. Now that's a country. That's a goddamn country right there. Okay. My God. My God. The Nazis marched through winter to Stalingrad. Okay. The Jews have barely even gotten to Cairo and Beirut. We're really going to compare these guys? Not even close. Not even close. No offense.
Additionally crazy because like now we can see it happening in real time. Back in the day, the Red Cross also very famously went into the camps and did propaganda for the Nazi government, right? To make it seem as though these were not death camps. There's a very famous instance of this. People that were sent to these death camps did not know that they were being sent to death camps. They thought that these were concentration camps. But because there wasn't real-time evidence as to what was actually going on, with the exception of like the people that were living in the villages, and even then that is disputed, but people knew what was going on, obviously, right? But like with the exception of people that were like directly there in the surrounding areas, like information could be kept quiet. You can't really do that in the modern day and age. And yet,
yeah, why the Jews fight in the Warsaw Ghetto? How if they thought they were just going to a concentration camp?
People know, and people now can also basically operate like they are a German villager, a German townsfolk that is living right next to a concentration camp. They can see it, and they have full knowledge over what's going on.
Can you zoom in and see what research is going by? Oh, yeah, what are we researching today? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 tweets today, and 3 YouTube videos. Okay, busy day, busy day.
This is why Zone of Interest was fantastic in basically showcasing not just like the banality of evil or whatever, but like how people can act out their daily lives when unimaginable atrocities are occurring. So, wonderful stuff happening. The pure depravity, the inhumanity in full display. And yeah, if you ever wondered like how this could happen, if you ever wondered how people could be complicit in the face of such glaringly obvious displays of inhumanity, okay, in the most obvious case of an ethnic cleansing campaign being conducted in front of your eyes, if you were ever wondering like how the random German baker or the random German accountant was smelling the ashes and having the ashes fall on them next to a goddamn concentration camp and still maintain their daily activities and still live their lives as though nothing is different, and in certain instances maybe even taking joy out of it, like these tours that were offered in Israel, boat tours in Israel off the coast of Gaza to watch it get bombed and see the place they plan to build new settlements, says Suppressed News. I'm not entirely certain on the accuracy of the Twitter account, but
why is Hasan still talking about Israel? He seems obsessed, truly rent-free. I think the issue is that Hasan has become so gentrified and so whitewashed that now he has decided to embrace his true Turkish ethnic identity. And what better way to do it than by hating? In about 2 weeks, he's going to be shooting Kurdish people next. Get ready for it.
This is TRT World, the Turkish national broadcaster. Here it is.
Gaza is relentlessly being erased.
And
Wait, what did he just say? Wait, what? I didn't know that. Okay.
question mark, says Surprise News. I'm not entirely certain on the accuracy of the Twitter account, but this is TRT World, the Turkish national broadcaster. Here it is.
Gaza is relentlessly being erased.
And
Holy shit. Based. Yeah, I do a little bit of pre-watching. I do.
one of the greatest threats. There's two really big threats to the future of Israel, okay? There's two
The first big threat is that peaceful people in the world see how evil they are, and which direction is he going here? And then the second big threat is that the United States actually steps up, or is he going to go in the other way? The first big threat to Israel is that because they're so power hungry, is that they're told that they have to stop expanding, and then the second big threat is I don't even know. This.
phenomenal threats to the future of Israel being like a Jewish ethno-state, okay? One is Israeli Jews recognizing that Israel maybe isn't the safest place for Jews in general, or for anybody for that matter, and leaving Israel and going back to Europe or going back to the United States of America, okay? That is a massive threat for the ethno-state project, right?
I don't know if it's been happening that way. Has there been an outflow of Jews from Israel? Also, go back. Go back. Go home, you Jews. We're the Tel Aviv demonstration. Go home. Go back to Europe. Ashkenazis, let's be real. Where are my Jewish brothers in here? These white, we don't even call them Ashkenazis, okay? We call them Euro Jews, okay? Get them the fuck out of here. These guys aren't Middle Eastern. You think Jesus looked like you got this Jew over here who's whiter than I am? I'm Jewish. Oy vey. Probably don't even speak Hebrew. Get them the fuck out of here. Get them out of this goddamn country. Send them back to Poland, where they came from.
All of a sudden ruin everything. If people voluntarily leave, and it's happening already, then that's a major problem. That is a major problem.
True.
Right? So that's number one. And number two is obviously like Israeli people, like the Jewish demographic of the Israeli population, recognizing the humanity of Palestinians would be devastating to the apartheid project. Like
True.
Absolutely devastating. And in every circumstance, they have to keep like normal Israeli people that would be a part of like standing together or whatever, away from like coming to a recognition of
Hasan seems like the kind of guy who would wander into his bathroom and because he's so forgets to flush the toilet, he'd see like a piece of shit sticking out of the toilet and think it's like a Snickers bar.
Palestinians are fucking human beings. And Israel's enemies are actually like real human beings with like real motivations for emancipation and not just like bloodthirsty anti-Semites.
I bet he's done that at least once. Idea number 2. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Streamers. They're the worst people in the world. Streamers only have their own interests at heart. Okay? Do not have private communications with streamers. Get rid of that stupid Discord you guys have us in. Get rid of the dumb one-on-one private streamers. Shouldn't be able to make special requests to get taken down and to control whatever on a subreddit. That's they don't like something there. Tell them to fuck DMCA it or report it to the Reddit admins. They shouldn't have special two-way whatever communication with the LSF Jannies. Who am I thinking? Mods. Sorry, with the LSF mods. Okay, streamers should not have privileged communications. And number 2, if streamers want to have those types of communications, or if they do send a message for something, maybe something like, because there might be cases where it's like, hey, this guy that's posting this clip, I don't even know what it would be.
Yeah, I mean, so I'll give you some insight.
Stop.
Oh, sorry.
I'm saying that when they happen, you should publish those. We should be able to see, like, oh, what did this guy request to get taken down, or what did this guy request to get, whatever. Yeah, maybe if it's like a legal thing or whatever. Yeah, but that should be published. Okay, no more of this ass. Okay, because I know how many streamers and all the requests for as much as people. Also, hold on. By the way, excuse me. How long have you been a mod on LSF?
So I have been a mod on the team for 2 full years.
2 full years. Hold on. In those 2 years, how many requests has Destiny made for something to be moderated on that subreddit?
Not a single time.
Exactly.
Not
okay. I won't ask you to name other people and how many requests they've made. There have been people that have made quite a few requests on how to moderate that subreddit. True or false?
That is true, yes.
Okay, just to be clear. All right. Thank you. Just to be clear. But anyway, yeah, I would say no more streamer safe spaces where they can like beg you guys to take down shit or whatever. That's cucked, I think. In my opinion. Go ahead. Give me your ideas on it. Yeah.
Yeah, so you do make a reasonable point. I do say that maybe my moderation is a bit more safe than other people because I don't like, I guess, misinformation being spread about people. And so, but oftentimes, honestly, people can bully me. So there have been times when streamers have kind of like bullied us, and honestly, I'll probably just like given into it because they're really mad. But I mean, I am trying to like prevent misinformation, which I don't think is good. I don't want people to be attacked. For,
Okay,
like,
hold on. When you say
yeah.
misinformation, what do you mean by that?
Sure. So there are ways of clipping a clip or changing a title such that it implies something that's not
Okay,
true.
okay, yeah. So this is what because I was thinking like if a person says misinformation gets clipped, that's just them saying it.
Yeah.
I do think you had a good rule when it came time to banning misleading stream titles when they're done for malicious purposes, right? Like it can be funny if there's if a clip is like, Nim on 5,000 year streak or whatever, and then it's him opening a stream and him saying Forsen or whatever, right? It's misleading for the title, but it's like, oh, okay, it's funny, right? But obviously when it's like person that Hasan or Destiny murdered this kid, and then it's like a news clip, it's like obviously, right? It's in bad faith or it's malicious. I think the banning those types of titles are fine. I think that's okay. I don't think anybody has a problem with stuff like that, as long as it's not done selectively.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, wait, yeah. Oh, if you have private communications with streamers, it should be done on an LSF approved account for work, and it should be published, I think. Because if a streamer is requesting something that truly needs to be taken down and is truly whatever, then those conversations should be allowed to be published, I think.
Yeah, well, yeah, but now you're spreading the thing that I guess you could redact it. I guess that could be a way of doing it.
Or you could even just do a transparency report. Like, this is how many requests we got from XYZ streamers at the end of the month. I think it's fine. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that I agree with you because, sometimes streamers, they are right on the doxing stuff. That has happened a couple times where they're right. But like other times it's like they are just trying to, it's not as much as people think. It's not like every single day people are telling us to take stuff down. But it has happened before. And then my other response is, forget about the misinformation. I do think it would be cool to like involve major streamers and their audiences in something to do with LSF. I mean, these are people who are a big part of the thing, but I guess those things could be public. I don't even know what that would mean to involve a streamer, like, I don't know, advertise their event or.
So something I would be careful about is, audiences maybe, because an audience might have an incentive to want a subreddit to do well. Streamers are, fat over entitled losers that make millions of dollars every year streaming content. No streamer gives a fuck about LSF. None of them give a fuck about the subreddit. All they want is to use that subreddit to market their content. That's it. So don't ever have a streamer like event or take feedback from or whatever, because the only thing a streamer wants is to make the subreddit better for him. That's it. Okay? Don't streamers suck, okay? And they're the worst types of human beings ever. Okay? It's like child streamers, in that order of like worst people on the planet. Okay. So trying to like coordinate with streamers or do shit. Remember, every streamer is only giving you feedback. Okay. Except for me, because I'm perfect. But every other streamer is only giving you feedback just to make the subreddit better for them or their audience, always. So be very, very, very careful. All right. Treat streamers like, schizophrenic murderers who could kill you or backstab you at any moment. All right.
I appreciate that, Destiny.
All right. Bye.
Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.